Hi, I'm Natalie, and welcome to this meditation. You can start by getting yourself comfortable, lying down or sitting up. You don't need to see me for this. You can start to lengthen the breath along the spine and imagine that the spine itself is also lengthening energetically up beyond the top of the head and below the base of the spine. Smiling to the spine and feeling the breath come into a nice, natural, relaxed, rhythmic pace. And just sense it moving up and down the body. And for this self-healing meditation, we're going to focus on the bones and the nervous system, the nerves themselves. Just do gentle cleansing and refreshing. So I'd like you to imagine that you're in a beautiful sacred site or natural area that you love and enjoy, where there's a creek or maybe a lake or a spring. And this place might be somewhere near your house where you live, might be some place that calls you often, that you go to every so often. Might be imaginary. Or it might be a sacred site far away that you've heard of or been to. You can't really choose wrong. Just see how you feel today, where you want to go. And maybe imagine that you take off your shoes and you put your feet in the water. And as you inhale, draw that fresh, sparkling spring water or that water into the bones of your feet. And feel the coolness, cleansing, and the reflection of the light off the water. Those sparkling reflections are lighting up the tissues in your bones. And on each inhale, gradually move up the body, draw the waters a little bit higher up into the legs or the knees. And let the bones soak the minerals, just drink them in and cool off. And on the exhale, let it all drain out. Each breath strengthening the bones, refreshing the bones. The bones hold the stories of our lives and our ancestors. They hold the strengths, gifts, talents, and wisdom. They also hold the stories of challenge and hardship. And with this meditation, we are easing any pains from those stories of the lineage. So as you draw up on the inhale, wherever you are in the body, maybe in the hips and the pelvis, let those waters just wash through and cool any heat or stagnation, any tension or pain. Feel it fresh in your body. And then let it wash down and out, back. Into the water to be returned to the earth. You can keep going up the spine. You might see colors or feel temperatures or movement. You don't have to know the stories or think of the stories. You're just thinking, just recognizing that right now you're energizing the strengths. You're revitalizing and you're healing the past and asking the land to take it back for us. And you might imagine how the land holds the stories for us and how it maintains and stays the same throughout a lifetime or throughout generations. And as you think about that, you're giving thanks and honoring the land for holding us, for holding our stories. You might think of the land where you grew up as the waters continue to cleanse and vitalize the bones, clear them of any aching or hollowness, pain or weeping, sensing them refresh and energize, sensing them reconnect with what the ancestors have overcome, what they encourage for us at this time. And if you're thinking of an area where you grew up, and if you were to go back there now and look at it, and just think of all the things that have happened over the years on that land and in your own life. And the land just continues the same. Beautiful, abundant, generous, and literally grounded through all the stories of humanity. And once you've completed the bones, you can imagine that you take out with your hands your entire nervous system and let the nerves just wash in this creek or this stream, cool off and clean any plaque or any stiffness, any dryness or rubbery. Let it soak in the waters. There might even be rainbow colors in the waters, and the nerves are just drinking and softening, and they almost feel like jellyfish. And the brain is part of that nervous system. So let the brain soak in those waters as well. Cool, relaxed, open. Fluid. and sparkling. Sense and see the movement of the light, how it moves on the water in this creek. Maybe you can hear the creek. Maybe you can taste the sweet water on the back of your throat. And you can put your nervous system back into your body, your brain back in your head, and sense throughout your body how you feel right now with this fresh new energy. Take a deep breath into the lungs. Feel an openness and a peace. And if there are any plants or trees or grasses around this creek, any rocks, acknowledge their beauty and their presence. And you can say to them in your mind or your heart, thank you and hello. As these are the spirits of the land, they love to be honored and seen in their pure beauty. They love to be called upon for protection and joy and warmth. And you don't have to take my word for this. You can experiment for yourself, or maybe you already know that when you see the beauty of the spirits of the land, the trees and the plants and the rocks and the creeks, and you simply acknowledge and give thanks wherever you go, then you might notice that they are there to be called upon at any time when you need or want support or guidance. If you travel to a new place and you want it to simply be safe and easy, you can acknowledge them simply in your heart and mind. Ask them, please make this trip safe or easy or enjoyable. Or if your children are going off somewhere, you can ask them, please take care. Don't let the children get hurt. I know it sounds silly, but you can try it and see what happens. My message with this work is that meditation is energy work. That when you go into this state of mind and you connect with the divine, you plug your mind in, or you open, you blossom the crown chakra to the heavens to receive light and guidance. When you go into this state, you're actually alchemizing. You're changing energy from one form to another. That energy changes to peace or drive or love or abundance or harmony or ease. It opens up infinite gateways. And so each practice, as we develop our ability to sense the natural world, to develop our ability to perceive into the unseen world, we get direct experience of how the world works. and how we can work with it. For peace and health and happiness. Thank you for being here today.